We're going to base our conversation today around a study that was done. They asked people some questions. They demonstrated the process. And then they got data from both their responses to questions and then to their responses to the actual interview, the activity that they did. Eric and Samantha, just pull your seats just a little closer to one another. You're going to be interviewing her for a job. So you're applying for a job. He's the boss, and he's going to ask you a series of questions. After we do this, I'm going to tell you how it operates. Go ahead, Mel.
What is your name?
I'm Samantha Long.
Where's your family from?
Half my family's from Mexico, the other half is from the US.
It says in your application that you're in college. What are you studying?
I'm studying marketing.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Am I actually answering?
That's
a real question.
What does that have to do with the job, though?
Exactly.
All right, go to the next question.
Wow.
So do you live in the dorms at school?
I do.
Just ask the question, bro.
I'm curious, what do you think about having conversations with your coworkers about sex in the workplace?
I don't think that's very professional.
Hated coworkers.
I have not.
Nice job, by the way.
Is this
Nice
real?
job. They interviewed 197 women. And they said, if you were asked inappropriate questions, and these were the questions, and 2/3 of the women said, I wouldn't answer the question. I would just move on. 16 of the 197 women said, I would walk out. So then they conducted the mock interviews on 25 women. When they did the interviews, have the 25 walked out?
Nobody walked out.
20.
Refused to answer or walked out?
Probably refuse.
I'd say maybe 3.
None
She's
of them.
saying 20. You're saying 3.
The way I see it is that if you really want to get the job, I think a lot of people are going to not have to sit through it, but they're going to have to sit through it so that way they can hopefully do good in the interview and get that job that they've been wanting. And I think that the majority would probably stay.
They would tolerate it.
Yeah, I think they would tolerate it even though they don't want to. I feel like they feel like they have to.
0 refused and 0 walked out. It's like nobody.
Of course, that's what happened. I mean, yeah, there's no surprise to me that that was the answer. I think a lot of people in practice, they would say they would do one thing, and they believe in their values and who they are as human beings. But I think once you're in the moment, and it takes a lot for you to stand up and and show who you are and actually stick to your guns, because they're probably thinking, I need the money. I've got to do this, rather than actually, I'm not sure if this is the right culture fit for me. But I would say it sets a very dangerous precedent. If you're seeing or having those kind of questions in an interview and you don't speak up on that, that just tells you the type of culture that you're walking into. And yeah, huge red flag.